Hi, this is Mr. Q here for the Enablist. So, this was covered probably, I think, towards the middle of last week. We had some comments from an ex-TNG actor, and I wanted to address it mainly because I'm Texan. Been in Texas for a good portion of my life. I have really enjoyed living in this state. I've been, where I've lived, I've been through several hurricanes. I think 3 at last count. Several floods. I'm in one of those locations where it just so happens, and I've lost power. I've been through windstorms. Anyway, point of this is that I've been long enough in Texas and in this particular location to understand what has transpired. So, I was part of the there's called the Texas freeze, the Arctic freeze, or whatever the term is. But from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the morning of Thursday, I had no power. Just about everybody in my area had no power. I was running a heater and a couple other devices off of a very fortunate, pretty much a brand new generator that I picked up Friday just because I had a good deal on it. Didn't think I was ever going to use it that soon. Nevertheless, it got cold. It got damn fucking cold. It was 19, 18 degrees outside, something like that. Freezing. And I was lucky if I could keep one room warm. I had this one little personal heater. And I shared that generator with my neighbor, so I only got half the wattage off my generator because she needed to have something to keep her warm, and she needed electricity on her side. So it was basically me and my dog, and there was a stray I picked up, was wandering around my complex, and I didn't want him to freeze to death out there, so I brought him in before this whole thing happened. He got rehomed, so he's good, but that was something that happened. Point is that, well, I also lost water too. I forgot about that. I lost water for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I got water back towards the end of Thursday, but it was a trickle. I was taking like one of those little baths with like a little trickle. It was just kind of huddling underneath the shower head. It was like, it's hot, it's warm. So water pressure really hasn't fully come back. Anyway, it was an experience. It was a very stressful experience, especially since I had to keep an ear out for the generator and run out every day to get the gas cans refilled to keep it going. And it was slippery down here. It was like icy, slippery. I saw people get in accidents. I have a fairly capable vehicle to be able to get around, but when those ABS brakes start pulsing like this, and you're just not stopping, that scares the literal shit out of you. There was a time where I went a little sideways too. It's not a fun experience. It's a scary experience. It was very, very cold, and people are still having repercussions from this event. Water damage from broken pipes. It was a fairly widespread event. It was very damaging. Fortunately, the death toll was relatively low, all things considered. A lot of it was carbon monoxide poisoning because people were sitting in their garages or sitting in their cars in their garages and trying to keep warm, or had their generators inside, or some people's homes caught fire because they were trying to use their fireplace and they didn't know how to use it, or they didn't shut the gas off, or they left the fire on while they went to sleep. Whatever happened, but there was a lot of things that went wrong. I just do want to give a shout out to all the line workers out there who helped get our electricity back online, all the city workers who got our water running again. firefighters, the paramedics, all the people out there who had to work in this freezing ass cold. Thank them very much for what they did. And all this culminates in this tweet from Marina Sirtis. Marina Sirtis, if you're not aware, was Counselor Deanna Troi on The Next Generation, Star Trek The Next Generation. She was in all 7 seasons. Not my favorite, not my personal favorite actor. I still thought Picard and Riker were some of my favorite. Hey, Cody. That's my big guy. Yes, I see you here. You want to say hi to the people? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? No, you don't want to say hi. Yeah. Scratch. That's what you want. Anyway, my point about this was her tweet was offensive. It was in very poor taste. It was. I'm not easily offended, but at one time this was somebody who played an empathetic character, a literal was empathetic character, and she couldn't even show a bit of freaking empathy. I don't care about her damn bleeding heart. That doesn't help me. But the fact that she decided to go one step further and say we deserved what happened because we have a Republican government. Little tweet. Don't get me wrong. Let's quote unquote here. My heart bleeds for what Texans are going through right now. But the mean girl in me says you get the government you deserve, and they have voted Republican across the board for the last 20 years. Beto for governor. Bitch. She's an absolute fucking bitch. She does not know what she's talking about. She is using people's suffering and people's trials and tribulations and this whole event to push her fucking political agenda. It's disgusting. It is totally disgusting. It is reprehensible. And okay. It is morally reprehensible, and I don't understand how she hasn't gotten canceled from other people for this tweet, because it's just so poor. I don't advocate canceling anybody, but I definitely made my voice heard against her tweet. Granted, she's a nobody now. She does next to nothing. She has no actual influence or sway. She may have just been, but she has a history of pushing her agenda, her liberal agenda, her very liberal agenda, and her Democrat politics, which is fine. I don't give a shit. That's her deal if she wants to do that. What I don't like is her using this tragedy as a way to push her politics, and that is just wrong on so many levels, so many freaking levels. So fuck you, bitch. Alright, this is Mr. Q from The Enablist, and Cody, who's still off screen. And I will catch you later. Let me know what you think in the comments.